Okay. Shit.
Yep, much to the chagrin of a lot of people in power, the conversation around Jeffrey Epstein doesn't seem to be fizzling out anytime soon, which is great. Hopefully, it will keep this steam and will never peter out because it is of the utmost importance that this gets corrected, that they stop trying to perpetuate these lies that they're attempting to shove down the American public's throat about Jeffrey Epstein not having a list, not indulging in blackmail, and then trying to drop what has now been revealed as modified footage of Jeffrey Epstein's cell area
fake,
to
bro.
prove that he took his own life and no one came in there. There was no fishy business. The Baba Yaga didn't pay him a visit or anything. And they try and proclaim that that footage was like the raw, real deal, organic, sourced footage here. But what we're talking about today, it turns out that was once again another fucking lie. CoffeeZilla just made a video talking about it as well, so I'm going to play a few clips from that because he is significantly more intelligent than I am. And buckle your seatbelt because it is a wild ride.
The raw Epstein footage was modified according to its metadata, despite Dan Bongino previously saying that they would release the original footage so you wouldn't think there were shenanigans.
There's video. We are working on cleaning it up to make sure you have an enhanced, and we're going to give the original so you don't think there were any shenanigans.
Well, unfortunately, that's not what we got.
To briefly explain for those that don't know, when the DOJ and FBI came out and said that Epstein did not have a list, did not indulge in blackmail, and did in fact commit suicide, they then dropped some footage that was supposed to corroborate that there really was no one else that entered his area and killed him or anything. So they dropped a lot of footage. And it was supposed to be the raw feed of it. Turns out that doesn't seem to be the case. It was very likely modified, and you're about to see the metadata that indicates that it most likely was, as well as a forensic expert that weighs in that also thinks that it was not done properly here.
And basically they pulled the metadata and showed that the footage appears to be assembled from at least 2 source clips, saved multiple times, exported, and then uploaded to the DOJ's website, where it was presented as raw footage, which technically it is not. Now, I pulled the EXIF data myself. This is what it looks like. You can see that there's these ingredients file path here where you can see 4 different files. 2 of them are just identical. So 2 unique files here that have been basically stitched together is the most charitable interpretation.
So they went into Adobe Premiere and edited the footage, saving it multiple times. I cannot believe that they would even leave the metadata intact.
Bro, you would think the FBI, Federal Bureau of Investigation, the FBI, the niggas that's supposed to be catching the most impossible niggas to catch, you would think them, of all people, would have that 2 cents in their head. Yo, let me not leak this fucking data. Let me clean up my fucking mess. Let me go back, and you would think the FBI would do that. FBI, Federal Bureau of Investigation, you would think that. You would contemplate that for a second. It's a shame, bro. It's a shame how, and this is why I keep saying, my nigga, this is why I keep saying to people, bro, technology has become too far in advance to the point where we're not even listening to the governmental figures, bro. We were never meant to know millions of people's thoughts at the same time. These conspiracy theorists who actually take the effort and do their research and homework and get evidence, sometimes they be on it. A broken clock is correct twice, my nigga. Them conspiracy theorists will conspiracize everything and everything. So that somebody got to be right about something. And they conspiracizing about the FBI leaking out fake data off the rip. This didn't even have to be about Epstein. This could have been about anybody else. There would have been niggas saying this is fake, and they would have checked it. Irregardless, we're at that point where no matter what footage gets sent out by any government figure, it will be checked. Come on, bro.
Would think
do better,
that
FBI, bro. Like, come on, like at least be smart about it, nigga.
Would be better at hiding their dirty work. Now, maybe if they were using the superior editing program Sony Vegas.
And this is my thing, bro. My main thing. And this goes back, this is not even just Epstein. This is like niggas like Diddy as well. The notion behind the idea of a cover up or this nigga's getting away with this, or just the fact that someone who outright did the crime, there is evidence, but it's like that evidence is being misconstrued, buried, or hidden. The idea that that is happening for niggas who very clearly by the public is believed to be guilty, it's showing how many people's on some weird shit. How many higher ups are on some weird shit, bro. It's telling how many higher ups are on some weird shit, bro. And it's so true and weird to contemplate that. Because, okay, let's go to Diddy. This nigga was facing a RICO, 95 to 98% conviction rate. All they needed to do was prove that he's the kingpin in terms of getting these crimes organized. Some of these crimes was on camera. The crimes was done, was proven to be done. They had records of the crimes occurring. They had proof the crimes occurred. All they had to do was convince the niggas, the jury, that Diddy was the one who organized these crimes. Somehow, some way he didn't organize it. Somehow, some way he didn't get no racketeering. Somehow, some way the only two, mind you, the prosecution dropped a few charges before even going to the letting the jury decide anything, because they were like, okay, we got him so good. What's up, Lasagna? Welcome back, bro. See, I booted a bitch a little bit earlier than 7, bro. We working on earlier streams. I told you I got you, bro. I'm saying though, bro, niggas is weird, bro.
How are you, bro?
How am I? I'm coolin', bro. I ain't do nothing all day, but, you know, get a little fried, you know what I'm saying? We was watching a quick Epstein video because we finding out them niggas apparently didn't release the real footage.
This time is perfect, THX Lil Niggy.
Okay. You can't thank me and call me Lil Niggy at the same, like, it's like you don't want, you know what I'm saying? It's like you don't want me to like do this for you or something. It's like me, it's like me saying, oh, appreciate the $1 million bucks, little bro. Like, I can't little bro you in that minute. Feel me? You doing something for me.
They would have been able to, you know, get away with it more effectively, because Sony Vegas probably doesn't even have metadata. It's so fucking archaic. But they went into Adobe Premiere, spliced this together, and then sent it as raw when it is not.
Appreciate that,
raw.
though.
It is edited. That is, like, legitimately, by all possible definitions, a lie. Even though Bongino said, no, you're going to get the raw, so you know there's no shenanigans. But all we get is shenanigans.
Yes, maybe you didn't do anything with it, but it kind of ruins the whole chain of evidence. Wired actually quotes a professor of UC Berkeley whose research focuses on digital forensics. He has testified in numerous court cases, and he says, if a lawyer brought me this file and asked if it was suitable for court, I'd say no. Go back to the source, do it right. Do a direct export from the original system, no monkey business.
It's actually scary just how blatant this corruption is. For years, they have talked about the Epstein list and the blackmail. It is something that everybody knows exists. Like, there is endless amounts of evidence to suggest its legitimacy. Yet now, all of a sudden, they're like, nah, it's not real. No, that's just fictitious. That's like fucking Santa Claus's list right there. That's not real. No naughty and nice.
Lasagna, are you on the blackmail list, my brother? Does Epstein have something against you? Is that what's happening, bro?
List, no Jeffrey Epstein list. There's no such thing. Jeffrey Epstein's not even a real person.
Bro, because what I was saying like 2 seconds ago, for something this large to just fucking be swept under the rug, for that instinct to even be occurring, the amount of top niggas that gotta have blackmail on them is crazy. Steve, do not come in this chat fighting for Jeffrey Epstein's innocency, bro. Y'all niggas moving like...
Nah, nigga, he real man, something you know very little about. He did nothing.
Let's not say Jeffrey Epstein, the New York financier, did nothing. Let's not say that.
I was at the island.
I believe that, Steve. Why the fuck you going to the island? Know some weird niggas that went to the island. Why the fuck would you go to the island, Steve?
That's just a made-up fairy tale. Like, they haven't gone that far with that claim, but like I said last time, I feel like we're not far off.
Was Stephen Hawking also chill as fuck?
From them just trying to deny Jeffrey Epstein ever even existed, trying to scrub him from the history books here.
Only a little, Steve.
But like they are actively just not even trying to make this believable. They are so confident that they will not be held accountable that they don't even bother.
Yeah, y'all niggas is under both of their payrolls, man. Y'all niggas must have done security for them niggas or something. Had to have been. Y'all must
even
have
the
been like
slightest amount of elbow grease to convince anyone to believe them. And they're right. Like, nothing's happening to them. They are covering up for one of the biggest pedophiles in history that implicates some of the most powerful people across the globe. And they are sweeping it under the rug. There have been no arrests made, and it doesn't seem like they're pursuing it at all. Caroline even just recently said that they're not like releasing anything in regards to it because of like how graphic and gross all of it is.
We tell MAGA supporters who say they want anyone involved in Jeffrey Epstein's alleged crimes to be held accountable.
This administration wants anyone who has ever committed a crime to be held accountable, and they put out a memo in conclusion of that review. There was material they did not release because, frankly, it was
I am nowhere near it, bro.
Contained child pornography.
Hell no, you would not catch me on that list, partner.
For public consumption.
Absolutely not. Absolutely
not. They
not.
committed to an exhaustive investigation. That's what they did, and they provided the results of that. That's transparency.
Oh, they provided the results of that? How many people went to jail, Caroline? I must have missed that update. Were there a lot of bad guys that got locked up here? Oh man, that's huge. I feel like more people should know that. Can you share who all got arrested?
Them best. No, it's not, bro. That's the thing, bro.
I just barely avoided jail.
Bro. Y'all niggas don't even understand, bro. They outright said, yes, there were crimes committed on the island. Yes, children were hurt on that island. Yes, it happened.
I'm not trying to get caught.
Steve, I don't give a fuck if you did it or not, nigga. If you did it, you're gone. I will sacrifice you for the good of everybody else. When niggas guarantee some shit happened on that island, and they say, okay, but we won't tell you who did it though.
What can I do?
We're just gonna move on.
From all of the Epstein investigations, this vile worm tries to say that nothing's going to get released, and I guess nothing's going to happen to anyone that was incriminated here because a lot of it was not fit for public consumption. Fucking weirdo, no one's asking you to like share the videos or anything like that, but you are saying that you have this evidence and you're doing nothing with it. And we know there is a list of clients and a lot of people that engaged with it.
Joining the stream?
Fucking arrest them. What the public deserves
or joining the
is
fucking
that you
island.
will follow through with your duty.
No, I'm good, bro.
arresting
I'm good. You don't have to.
These evil people that you have unbelievable amounts of evidence on. Which is not happening.
We're good over here,
this is the
Steve.
furthest thing from transparency. Unless she's trying to argue that this cover-up is so blatant, obvious, and terrible that everyone can see through it, so you can immediately know how guilty some of the most powerful people are, then I guess that makes sense, because this is such a poorly done attempt at burying this that everyone can see through it. Is that the point she was trying to make? Perhaps, I guess. Every step of the way here, they are lying and trying to cover up everything related to Jeffrey Epstein.
This is not a confessions.
Fucking footage.
The video aspect.
If we were doing confessions, bro, I would have booted up Fall Guys and told y'all niggas do confessions, bro. You out here fucking snitching on yourself.
You can see that right here. There's like a sudden shift in the video. I have not changed this video in any way. I have it in the premiere.
Lasagna, is this your boy? First time chatter, I got R-worded by your dad. I don't know my dad, so this got nothing to do with me. No, 555555555. This is first time chatter, by the way. This is your first chat. No wonder. Well.
At Nell 5.
No wonder what, bro. No wonder what.
Pro timeline, which I guess they had as well. So this is as intended. So there's this just weird shifts in the footage. I mean, this was done in actually a very sloppy way after they explicitly talked about needing to do it in the right way so the American public could rely on it.
Whoa, okay, hold on. Okay. You gotta stop with the R word, brother. It's like, okay, you know what I'm saying? One time is like, all right, hee hee ha ha, but like, come on, bro. You gotta chill with that.
At Nell 5555.
Okay, can we stop, bro? Can we stop with using the R word? Can we not do that?
Chatting stream. Rape.
Okay, Steve. No, actually, bro.
Rape.
No, Steve. No, I'm not, Steve. I will time you out, bro. You think I'm trolling? I'm not trolling, bro. We cannot be using that word, gang. I'm not even trolling, bro.
My bad.
Yeah, bro. That's not even funny.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. I'm just saying.
I love you.
You cannot say that afterwards,
As Coffeezilla says,
you absolutely cannot say that
it could
afterwards.
be all
Freedom
just
of speech.
incompetence, like act.
You can have freedom of speech, but I can't, bro. I have TTS on, and I'm on